How we doing? Happy Saturday. I'm ready for attempt 3. Hope everybody's doing well. Knack, Nez, good to see you guys, as always. We got a fun one. We got Valley Windworks, no chestnut. I think we'll beat the first trainer. We'll see from there. Should be a good time. But yeah, we're in Floroma. What's up, Lowry? How are you doing on a lovely Sunday morning? Lovely Sunday morning. We're not going to mess around. We're going to get right into it because I have a feeling this might be the end of A2. So let's get into it. You know, Water Penguin, what's going on? How are you doing? Oh, I think I can. I definitely think I can. I just think it will be risky. So we'll see. Um, yeah. So it's two double battles against a couple of grunt squads, which means they act like the twins or the double teams where it's one party of Pokemon, but it's double battle. And then we got Mars in a double battle. Fun stuff. Trying to find it in my. Okay. The first one's not that bad actually. The first one I don't think is really going to be that tough, but I think it's really just like Mars is the one I'm worried about, and then the second team has a couple of pursuit mons, so we got to be careful there. But we'll be fine. Dude, that was so funny. Broke Tierno's ankles over and over and over and over again. That was hilarious. That was because I remember you saying like, oh yeah, the Switch AI is kind of abusable. I didn't realize it was like that. That was hilarious. That was good stuff. Oh, here we go. Okay, it's Demos. All right. All right. Um, let's see. So, tried my best. Yeah. Yeah. Game looks fun from what I've seen. I mean, I saw your stream today, a little bit of it. Um, and then I know Snom's been running it up. I think Snom's fairly far into the game, I want to say. Relatively speaking, at least. So, I seems like people are having fun, which is good. I'm glad. I'll play it one day. I think that's a 2027 game for me, realistically. I think I've said this before. I want to release the Ancestral X video before I play Y Novo. But it should be a good time when I get there. All right, so I see really just one annoyance with this fight, which is the Misdreavus, because I don't have anything that clean Okos this, um, which is annoying. Or sorry, no fast KOs. Furret's not quite there. Um, so instead, I think I'm gonna have the Furret take out Smeargle. I'm gonna have the Furret take out Smeargle, and then from there, the only thing that could be annoying about this is if it traces, because I think what I'm going to do is this lead. If the Smeargle traces Muck's Aftermath, and then we take the damage from Aftermath, and then Misdreavus uses HP fighting and crits, I think that would kill Furret. But I'm also not convinced it would click HP fighting over Icy Wind. So I think that's fine. But we'll double KO in turn one because we'll have Muck take out the Misdreavus with Shadow Punch, and then I believe we're gonna be getting Oh, actually, no. I wanted to switch this up. Okay, actually, this is smart of me. Okay. This is actually really smart of me. All right, I'm going to smear Seeking instead, actually. Because Seeking... Yo! Dre. Oh, thank you so much for the raid. How was the rest of Magma Haida? How was Maxi 2? I had to go eat dinner. Welcome in everybody. Branta, Optic, good to see you guys. Sag? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Otherwise all good? Okay, all right. We can bounce back from that. We can bounce back for that. Yeah, you're through. You're through a tough part. Yeah. That's big. That's big. All right, welcome in everybody. I'm Drew. Nuzlocke and a little platinum Kaizo. It's going all right. I'm having fun. I lost my chestnut to Rourke because I just it was my first stream back in a few months. Wasn't paying attention quite at the end and let my guard down and lost it to Shuckle Accelerock. And so we're just running it through. There's no pressure on the run. We're about to fight Valley Windworks. You know, it's going to be risky, but what can you do? It's fun. And if we have to fire up attempt 3 today, we fire up attempt 3, you know? But but I'm not gonna lie, watching you play, yeah, absolutely, and also just like I feel like it's just kind of fun because like if I get to Gardenia no chestnut, it's kind of fun for a potential video or something. But you know, it's fun to just get back into the flow of streaming. But yeah, not gonna lie, watching you play because I've never nuzlocked Run and Bun. Watching you play Run and Bun recently is low key been giving me the itch to maybe play that if I ever want to take a break from PK. So. But yeah, having a good time. We're currently planning for the first of 2 double battles before Mars. I don't think this one's going to be that bad. The second one has a couple of pursuit mons. Could be a little demon. We'll see. But yeah. I think what we can do here with the Seeking is if we yeah, I think I would absolutely enjoy it because I love digging into the calcs and everything like that. And like I don't mind. I like playing slowly typically, so which Run and Bun definitely requires you to do if you want to have success. I feel like so. I think I'd have a really good time with it. Just kind of like missed it when it was at its peak when everyone was streaming it because I had bad Wi-Fi and I was also in college, which made it tough. But um, yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Seeking dive on the Mischievous, and then we'll switch it, and then Furt will take out the Smeargle. Houndour will come in for super effective move on Seeking, phase 2 highest damage into Furret, and we can take out the Mischievous with Aqua Jet, and we can take out the Houndour with Slam. Or actually, we could even vice versa, switch it up and have Furret take this out with Knockoff. We have options. And then Golbat and Bagon in the back. Not really that worried. I think we'll bring like I don't know. I think we'll bring Muck. I think we'll probably bring Delcatty because to fake out Mon. I'll bring Sandslash, and then I could bring Mr. Mime for the Golbat. Yeah, I'll bring Mr. Mime. Why not? Okay. So Seeking's in. Furret is in. And we want to grab Muck. We're going to level up Mr. Mime, or evolve Sandslash and Delcatty. Also, I'm going to move Pichu down here, because Pichu is a delay mon, for now at least. Feels weird to have delay mons when you're down Chestnut, but we'll see. Oh, yeah. There's still plenty of people playing for sure. That's true too. Yeah, that's absolutely true. I feel like with PK, like I wasn't playing it, but like when I was talking to people about it, they'd feel like the pressure of keeping up with the race, which I don't really believe in either because like a Nuzlocke is not a race unless you're in a Nuzlocke race. Those are two separate things, two separate things though. So yeah, I think I'd have a lot of fun with Run a Bun. And also like it's a game that basically everybody just like absolutely swears by, like all the people who I know who have played it and dedicated time to it. So I think it'd be a really good time. But that's definitely on the board as the game that I could play. What's up, Alight? How you doing? Yo, Charlie, what's going on? Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I think the thing with PK is like I'll have a higher tolerance for it because it's Sinnoh, and it's my favorite. You know, it's my favorite region, childhood region. Nuzlocke list about to extend for 4 years. My Nuzlocke list is already like ridiculously long. Like all you got to do is be like run and bun PK null, and it's like, well, there goes the next 15 years of my life. But, but I I feel like with run and bun, that's like obviously very. They're all long games though. They're all long, you know. But we'll see. What was I gonna do? I want to. All right, so Mr. Mime actually, real quick. So this evolves to 25. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach Light Screen over Magical Leaf, and then I'll teach Seismic Toss over Zen Headbutt. And I think Seismic Toss might actually be really good into the Skarmory. It might be like what I need into the Skarmory. I don't really have much else, so. Mimic, I don't believe in Mimic. I don't believe in the tech. Barrier, I don't believe in the tech. Teleport is interesting, but it just doesn't fit on this moveset. I'd rather have Light Screen at the end of the day. Here we go. Big toss in. Goodbye, Zen Headbutt. Because yeah, that 25 base attack is not going to be good for Zen Headbutt. And I'll teach this over Magical Leaf. Maybe a throw, maybe not. I don't really know. I just feel like Light Screen could come up more than Magical Leaf. Obviously, yeah, you can get crit, but crits aren't real, so, it's what it is. All right, I think that's actually really all we need to do. I'll throw a Quick Claw on you. Oh, I think I had it on a Mon from last stream. Yes, I did. Okay. The other thing is we've unlocked Pre-Sleep. If I have this correct, though, and I think I do, the house in the meadow, that guy gives you 1 Pre-Sleep, and then it like unlocks the beds around the region, but that guy only gives you 1 Pre-Sleep. So I'll use that for Mars. And then I think the next bed is at the end of Route 205 North after we fight all the trainers there. So we'll get active on that after. I didn't take a 205 encounter yet, by the way, so if things are looking really dire, then I could go ahead and take that. All right, we're in. I'll put on the in-game music here. All right, you are the loser in this. Yeah. See ya, Pluto. Okay. Get right into it. This is I rarely get into a fight within the first 16 minutes of a stream. This is crazy. Yeah, team looks good here. I don't need to level up Sandslash for this fight, so I'm not going to. I feel like every time I play a game, the first time I ever get to any section, I'm always super cautious with EXP. Sometimes to a fault, for sure. But alright, Smeargle Misdreavus. We got Scorsese and Caestus. It was a little poetic, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's ideal. Okay, so we'll take out the Smeargle. We're gonna go dive into the Misdreavus. If we crit, it's probably fine, but the plan as of now is we'll go dive to chip Misdreavus. Okay, it's hidden power fighting. That's gonna be going to Furret. We're not dead to a crit, which is nice. Beautiful. And then the dive will set up somebody to KO Misdreavus on this turn here. We're going to see Houndour. Yeah, super effective move into Caestus is the only one on the team, and it's phase 2 into Furret. It actually doesn't matter who I KO with who here at the end of the day. Had we gotten Icy Winded, it might have, but let's do this. Okay. Yeah, this fight's not that bad. Nice crit. I'm a little worried about the next one. Next one will be tougher because I feel like the Mons individually on that team are just more dangerous than the Mons individually on this team. All right. Golbat and Bagon. The Golbat has a Focus Sash, and Furt is dead to both Poison Fang and Dragon Claw crit, and Dragon Claw is actually high crit chance. So I'm switching here. I'm gonna go Jabba, and then I'm gonna hit Golbat with a little dive here, and then we'll go Aqua Jet next turn to take it out. The Golbat does have Supersonic and Hypnosis, which could start to get annoying, but I think at this point in the fight, I feel pretty dang good with where I am. Okay, I went to the Sea King. Don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. Okay, thank God. That was a little spooky. Okay, nice, nice. Cool. Lovely. That's exactly what you want to see. Am I going to have to potentially double switch here? I might have to double switch. Jabba's not dead to every Dragon Claw crit roll, but it's dead to a lot of them. And then Caestus is just straight up dead to Dragon Claw crit. Caestus is also... This is a tough one. That's a tough spot. I don't love this. Dragon Claw is also high crit rate, which is making me doubt this a little bit more. I don't think I don't see why I don't just switch here. Like Sand Slash is taking these both. Mr. Mime is taking these both. So I didn't want to have to switch, but what item do you have, by the way? Oh, you're holding the Quick Claw? I meant to give that to Muck. Alright, we're gonna get a crazy Quick Claw proc from the fastest Mon on the team. That's funny. Alright. The Bagon, by the way, is... That's annoying. It's actually really annoying. The Bagon is Choice Scarfed, by the way. So it's locked into Dragon Claw, which is not super ideal, because like I said, high crit rate. But... Okay. Let's get rid of the Golbat. Yeah, guaranteed sleep turn. Okay, I'm not worried about this at all. Okay. Bang. 2v1. Feeling good. No, neither mon's dead to crit here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, classic. Quick Claw on the Mon doesn't need it. Oh, bang. Alright, cool. We're down. Done with the first one. Second one's Demon, though. I'm a little worried about the second one. Not gonna lie. If I'm being totally honest, but we'll see how it goes. Go. Crazy victory music. Sounds like I just entered the Hall of Fame. That's nuts. Alright. I'll throw back on the Mario Kart music. Little Daisy Hills remix. It's Mario Kart World Summer Music Mix on YouTube. Alrighty. This fight, like I said, I am more worried about. I think there's a lot more demon stuff. So I think why this fight ends up being the most... It just feels like every Mon can do more. Duskull is helping hand, so I want to get rid of it immediately. I have plenty of options to do that, or a couple. Lunatone. Lunatone's tough. On the one hand, like, it just does a lot of damage, you know? It just does so much damage to most of my mons. I can't just leave it sitting out there, right? Like, it does too much. The problem is then you get into the back and you have Pursuit Murkrow and Pursuit Umbreon, and then also, if you're able to switch out, you have Spiderweb Ariados, and Spiderweb prevents your Pokemon from switching out, which is a tough little combination. And it has Intimidate and it has a Quick Claw. This guy's kind of demon. If I was able to switch for it into it, that'd be great. But yeah, this fight's demon. I want to. Okay, you're down here now. So it's a bit tricky. One option I do have is if I were to lead with Muck outspeeds an Oko's Duskull, and then Sea King outspeeds an Oko's the Lunatone. The problem then becomes the weird, the weird baiting. I would have to, by the way, make Sea King level 25 to guarantee it. The baiting then becomes weird because there's no super effective moves for either of these mons. These mons both bait phase 2. I think if I have this correct, the Lunatone would go first because it was faster. So the Lunatone slot would be filled. And it would be filled with... And this is where it gets really awkward, because Duskull... They're both special attackers, I guess. But it gets weird because you're going like 50-50 into each. So like the Murkrow, for instance, has Pursuit, Heat Wave, Pluck, and Steel Wing. So this would be Pursuit, right? So Pursuit would be the current highest move. So it would be Murkrow for now. But then you have Umbreon with Body Slam. So okay, now it's actually Umbreon. You have Ariados with Leech Life. I did not mean to get rid of Body Slam. This would still be Umbreon. But then you get Poison Fang. So I think it would, if it's looking into Sea King, first it would be Umbreon. Then it would be Ariados. If it's Muck, though, it's Umbreon, I think, the whole way. So I guess Umbreon's always coming in, which is good to know there. But then you have to go to the Duskull. And this is why phase 2 is so demon to play against, right? Because like now you look at it, it's like, well, actually those are equal. Those weren't equal before. Body Slam wins out. I think that's going to just be the case. So it should go Umbreon first into Muck, into Sea King, though, because now you have to add in Leech Life. Okay, you got to add in Poison Fang. So I kind of feel like it would always be Umbreon and Ariados, but I don't, like, I hate this path. I hate the path here. Because we get Intimed. So, like, Muck's not doing much damage now. It's already got not a ton for Ariados, right? But we can at least live hits. And then you got to deal with Thunder Wave. This is brutal. And again, we've been intimidated. So, like, we're not doing any damage to Umbreon at this point. Psybeam to Ariados isn't bad. And then again, you got to worry at a certain point. If we get too low on HP, we could get Pursuited, and that is no bueno. What are my best matchups? I want to look at Wormadam here. Like, Wormadam is such an obvious switch in if we get that combination, but if Murkrow comes out, we can't do that. That's the problem. And just having, like, this would bait Murkrow guaranteed, which might not be a bad thing. Like, that could actually be beneficial in some ways, because it would see kill on Wormadam. But then you got to throw Wormadam out of... Yeah. Oh, this is a great song. Yeah. um, but you know, Wormadam would be a good switch in. I would probably switch in for Sea King because Muck, at least in this matchup, is living hits, right? We can get a toxic off. I think that would be the play. I actually would feel pretty good about that matchup, to be honest. But that's if it goes Umbreon Ariados, which I think it does every time. I'm like pretty sure it does. Um, okay. So we go Wormadam in for Sea King, Muck, Toxics, Umbreon. Although, I have to make sure I take out the Ariados first so Spiderweb goes away. Yeah. Kind of a tough one. Yeah, because it remains as long as the Pokemon used it stays in battle. So I think we would just have to. I think we just have to roll. Yeah. The problem with killing Ariados first, though, is you get Pursuit online, um, which probably won't be a problem for Wormadam, but very much could be a problem for Muck. I don't know. It's just such an awkward fight. I bet Sandslash is pretty decent. Sandslash actually be really good from the standpoint of dodging or being immune to Thunder Wave. I'm realizing. If you like level up to 24 or something too. I actually really like this guy for this fight because it actually has some moves for Ariados. Plus has Rough Skin. Yo, Stella, thank you for blessing the run. How are you doing on a lovely Saturday evening? Okay, that's not bad actually. I actually kind of like that. I'm starting to feel a little bit better about this. Sandslash is not better than Muck. Still pretty good. And it's faster. It's another mon that's faster than Ariados. What other mon would be good to bring here? I guess Delcatty because of Fake Out. Mr. Mime does not strike me as being particularly good. I think Furret. I think this would be the team. Yeah, Beedrill doesn't have the defense for this type of fight. Primplip's not bad, but Prinplup getting cooked in this matchup I don't like. Okay. I think we're just going to have to run this. I think that's really all we can do. Yeah, I think that's really it. Okay. So Sea King in the leadoff spot, Muck alongside, and then we go. Actually, we have to evolve you. Yeah, I don't love this fight on paper, but I think we do get through. All right, first up, there are a couple important rare candies, so you got to be 25. And then I want you at 24. I might even want you at 25, to be honest, but if I can avoid it, that's good. All right, and then... So we're going to change this into Trash Cloak Burmy. Bang. And now Trash Cloak. One of the interesting questions actually I have to have, so because I looked into this, so when we level this up, we evolve at level 16. Before that, we get camouflage, which I think is debatably useful. I'm not convinced it's super useful, to be honest, but let's for the moment just assume it is. Wormadam, we get protect, and then at 23 we get. Oh wait, hold on, sorry, wrong one. This one. 23 we get protect. We get hidden power. Hidden power at level 20. My Wormadam, because I put the IVs into like the hidden power calculator. 69 base power HP rock, which is not bad at all. But the question is like, do I take that over camouflage? Do I take that over? Do I take that over nature power? I don't know. So for reference, nature power, because I don't think this information's in the. Oh no, it is. Okay. So the problem with nature power that I have from the Wormadam perspective is that, like it's good in buildings for tri attack, good in ice for ice beam, but like inaccurate hydro pump. Then you get physical moves. Mud bomb's pretty good. How often are we in a marsh though? So I kind of feel like nature power isn't really that good. Obviously, tri attack is a solid move though, but I don't know. The other option, of course, is we just dump camouflage and call it a day. But I want to say I've seen somebody click camouflage. But I don't know. I feel like, again, like I've seen camouflage be utilized. I just don't remember when. You know. But it might just like it might be just a Rourke thing because I think that could be where I've seen it get clicked. Um, yeah, I think I might just get rid of camouflage. I think camouflage might be. I think I have like an affinity for like the super like techie moves, but I think we just drop camouflage. Honestly, can't be that good, you know. All right, I'm probably gonna go level 24. 23 is for protect. I'm gonna teach this over camouflage. Again, my hidden power is too good to not keep it. So I'm gonna go 24 because that mon's coming. I think every mon who I bring to Mars is gonna be 25, which might be pushing it a little bit too much. I don't know. We'll find out. Okay. So we're leading with you guys. This is solid. We have one quick claw. Again, we just don't have enough berries to use them, so is what it is. Quick claw to I think quick claw to sand slash. I don't know. Sand slash might be kind of fast. Could be interesting for like the Murkrow if it gets to that point. Could counter the quick claw of the Ariados. I don't think I actually necessarily want it on Wormadam, which makes this a little awkward. But somebody's got to have it, so. Honestly, I'm going to go Muck with it. Because Muck could get T-Waved, and if Muck gets T-Waved, it presents an opportunity where I might need to hit out of that. But yeah, we don't have any other useful held items at this point, so. Okay. Leading the right mons. Yeah. see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. I'm a little... I would not be shocked if this went a little off the rails, but we will, you know, we'll find out. Find out together. Alrighty. Team Galactic Squad Phobos. Duskull Lunato. Seizes Java. Alright, so we're taking double KO on the first turn. We're gonna go dive into Lunatone. We're 25, level 25 to outspeed, and then Shadow Punch into Duskull. Unimportant Quick Claw, but we'll take it. There's probably some argument here where you keep one of these mons on the field. I just don't see it with, like, the Duskull is Helping Hand and status, and the Lunatone does kind of hit hard to enough of a level where I say, let's just get rid of it, you know? Bang. Seize this, baby. Okay. I think we see Umbreon Ariados. I think that's at least what we see the most often. Yep. Umbreon for Body Slam. Oh, we got the Murkrow. Okay. It's a little dubious. We're at full HP though on both sides. I think we're gonna attack here. I don't think it makes sense to switch. The Muck Body Slam could KO Murkrow. For Seaking, Dive does KO Murkrow. So I think we just dive into Murkrow and we... I think we Toxic into Umbreon. We could Body Slam though, because we're about to get intimidated. I think I'm going to... Also, Murkrow's going to act first, by the way. It's the fastest mon. Alright, well, we're diving into Murkrow. There's merits to both. What I don't want to do is accidentally... If I get the paralysis, Umbreon Synchronize will flip it back onto me, which is not ideal, though I think it's going to use Thunder Wave anyways. So maybe it doesn't even really matter. And I'd probably rather have the early damage and try to get Toxic off later, because I'm not that concerned about Umbreon past this point. Okay. Okay, beautiful. It's fine. Perfect. Alright, so we take out the Murkrow. I'm feeling good now. That was low-key way better than Ariados coming out first. Because now if we switch in Wormadam, we don't have to worry about getting it out. Okay. No para, but it goes T-Wave anyways. Goes into Seaking. Okay. I actually kind of like that, because it won't T-Wave as I switch on that side. Am I going to switch out Muck? I think it... do I switch out Muck for Sand Slash is the big question. After the Intim. I think it's debatable. This for sure is an immediate Wormadam switch. This one... So if I go Sand Slash, we have more HP in theory. But we could get poisoned. But I don't want to get Spiderwebbed. I want to get Pursuit Trapped. I'm not super concerned about Pursuit, but I do need something that can hit this Ariados though, and I think Sand Slash just does a way better job. It takes more damage from Leech Life though, whereas Poison Fang does 15 per turn. It's a dangerous turn because if it Spiderwebs, I'm in real trouble. That's the concern. I think I'm going to switch. Because if I switch into Poison Fang, then I just switch back. So we'll double swap. think this is the right play. I think there are multiple right plays. I think this is a good play, though. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay. I'm low-key thinking I get rid of Umbreon this turn with Wormadam Trash. Just get it off the field. Don't have to worry about T-Wave. It is faster and definitely could Thunder Wave me, which could be interesting in terms of... But I can't KO with Sand Slash, so I'm just going to go for the Leech Life. We'll go Rock Throw into Ariados. Okay. It's going to be good chippage. Okay, there's the Leech Life. It'll get some health back, but ultimately we do win this 1v1. And the fact that it doesn't... as long as it doesn't Spider Web, we're in great shape at the end of the day. Okay? That's perfect, because now we just KO this. Alright, this was way, way, way better than I... Let me put it this way. This could have gone... This could have gone bad. There were paths where this didn't go great. But we found a good one. Okay. Do I have any reason to be concerned about Spiderweb here? No. Because I have HP Rock on my side. This combination kills. There's the Quick Claw. That's fine. This doesn't have enough damage. And this won't heal up enough to live this double target. Plus it gets Rough Skin anyways. I don't even think that... Like, maybe it healed up a little bit. Maybe. Then, Bid, Hidden Power Rock. And this is 69 base power. Hidden Power Rock. Okay, cool. We're on to Mars. This is really all I wanted to do. A chestnutless Mars could be really fun. It's going to be Demon for sure. No question about that, but... This is, I think a pretty fun setup we have on our hands. Okay, let's save up. All right, we're going to have to get in the builder for Mars for sure. I have some ideas. I have concepts of a plan, but I don't have as much of a plan as I had for those previous couple fights. All right. So here's the thing. Those 6 mons are probably my best 6, except I think I'm going to be bringing Prinplup, and I think I'm going to be bringing Mr. Mime. So it presents a really interesting situation. We're going to have to leave some mons in the box who might actually be helpful. If only I could bring 8 mons. All right, so I think we should start off with the big challenge points of this fight. Obviously, it's a double battle. It's also in permanent sand. To go along with permanent sand, because you have Sandstream Hippopotas, you have Bright Powder Soul Rock, Sandvale Gabite, and Sandvale Gligar. Not to mention, of course, that because of the sand, this gets the special defense boost, although that doesn't really matter, because I think all my mons are physical attackers. So we got that covered at least. I think the Skarmory is worth going after first. So we're going to be able to pre-sleep for this fight, which is really nice. Because I won't have to worry about the Hippopotas using Yawn turn 1. It will probably consider using it turn 2. But look at the look at the damage outputs into the Skarmory. So we have Dive from Seaking, which is pretty good. Right? About a third. Muck, who's now level 26. Muck has nothing for Skarmory. Wormadam, nothing for Skarmory. Sandslash, nothing for Skarmory. Furret, Slam was way more damage than it has any right to do against a Skarmory, but still only a quarter. Delcatty, not really much here. You want to keep going deeper and deeper into the box. There really just isn't much. Now, I actually rose with Prinplup. So I'm actually going to have this be Natural Gift, which will get, I think if we level up to 24, Natural Gift. So I have to show this off because I forgot about this. We get all of these berries infinitely. And if we give it, is it Normal Berry maybe? It might be Normal. Yeah, the natural gift becomes a dragon type move. So this is actually a really good move. I'm really in on this. This is a really fun setup. Um, but again, that's why Prinplup probably comes to this fight, and then we also gotta probably bring Mr. Mime. So to go back to the Skarmory, right? The best play we have is Sea King Dive, and then Seismic Toss. And so I think what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna lead with the combination of Mr. Mime and Sea King and take out the Skarmory as quickly as possible. Now from there, it starts to get a little suspect. Um, because first of all, I don't know if turn one, if Skarmory's going to go for Tailwind or Stealth Rock. If it goes for Tailwind, actually, I have to stay in and double target because of the fact that if I don't, Hippopotas will go first. It will probably yawn, and that's no bueno because then it could put one of my mons to sleep. If one of my mons goes to sleep, then I'm in trouble. Because if it puts me to sleep and I don't double target, my mons go down. You know what? Kaya, you're so right. You're so right. How are you doing, Kaya? Enjoying LA? Big day tomorrow. I'm excited for it. I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah. Is it really actually? Actually, it's really hot here, so I can only imagine. 80, yeah, 85, that's tough. I think here today, it was really hot. Yeah, it was like similar here today for me. It was hot out, so I can only imagine coming from across the pond. Oh, hell yeah. I absolutely love to hear it. I'm doing great, Kaya. I'm doing great. I'm happy to be back streaming and oh, things are just going good right now overall. So, but yeah, have fun. I assume the what coaches dinners tonight. Have fun at that. Have fun at the tournament tomorrow. Defending the crown. I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it. All right. Yeah, I think that's the play. I think we go seismic toss. We figure it out. You know. Oh, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. I've no doubt. I've no doubt. I mean, we got the most, the single most experienced coach. I guess Flygon was also there last year, but Flygon fewer matchups in the end, right? So we got the only championship coach in invitational history. I think Tubbo's set up for success. Canned mac and cheese is tough. They should do something about that. Yeah, I'm gonna go after the Skarmory. We'll see what the Hippopotas does. We're gonna bring yeah. All right, we're gonna cook with this potentially for that. We'll bring Wormadam for sure. I think do we bring Furret? I don't know if we bring Furret low key. Furret's dangerous to bring because it's not very bulky. It's also outsped by the Prugly, but it's so. I think I need to bring it. And then Delcatty has Fake Out, which is really nice. But I just think Muck brings more defense to the table, and I think that could be more helpful. So I think Delcatty's out. Does Sandslash make this team? Oh, Sandslash has some bulk to him, actually. Is it better than Prinplup? Could be better than Prinplup for this fight, low-key. Prinplup has some good matchups, but I think the matchups where Prinplup is good, Furret's just as good. honestly. So maybe we do that. Maybe it's this. Maybe this is the squad. All right, I think we'll do that. I very much am not necessarily expecting this to go to like a perfect plan, so I think it's a bring 6 and see what happens type of situation. But yeah, I don't want that Skarmory setting up Stealth Rock and then setting up Tailwind every few turns, and I think we just got to get rid of it immediately. Sandslash will be 25 here. All right. And Wormadam. Oh, we get Drill Run? Yo, hold up, hold up. This is a big time pick. I like this pickup. We drop Dig every time here. Well, we could also just drop Metal Claw. I don't really know if Metal Claw is super... Does Drill Run... Actually, important question. If Drill Run is a spread move. It's not. Yeah, I don't think we... I think we just keep Metal Claw, because how often am I really going to use Dig besides to exit dungeons, which... I mean, maybe that's helpful at some point, but... I think I'd rather have the Steel... I mean, what's Steel use? Trying to think, like, what would Metal... I mean, Metal Claw in this fight, I guess, like... the Soul Rock? Yeah, I guess maybe. Let's just drop Dig. Okay. That's actually a low-key, very meaningful pickup, because Drill Run's got some damage output. Okay. So we gotta do the pre-sleep. We're gonna need a Quick Claw on somebody. I think Quick Claw for this fight... Actually, first of all, before I forget, let me make sure team order is good. 37. I think I'm gonna go Sandslash. I'm gonna go Sandslash on this one. Yeah. Alright, so let's go do some pre-sleep. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do real quick? Just in case. I like having a lot of backup saves for like footage and videos and stuff. So like if I want to have a clip of the pre-sleep guy, I think it's helpful to have this. So this is going to be some cool techage. Okay. So this is the sleep guy. Again, you get one of these right now. And shit, I kind of want to hear the music for this. Going deeper and deeper, but never falling asleep. Your eyes getting heavy. So heavy. Alright, cool. Yes, that's it. Stay right there. Right in the space. Right in the time. Between sleep. And between awake. W script. Okay. So yeah, whenever it comes to the pre-sleep stuff, we have to use one of an assortment of beds throughout the region. Unfortunately, we don't have access to one of those beds until we get through Route 205 North. But this is absolutely the fight you use the pre-sleep for, so... I feel good about this, honestly. I think I feel better about it than I did heading in to the start of stream today. That's all you can ask for, really. Alright, I'm going to save here, because I forget when the fight actually starts. Alright. Tubbo win through winners or losers. Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest. I know very little about any of the teams. I know very little about the matchups specifically. I know that everyone is scared. There's one, I forget which team it is. There's one team everybody's scared of. I think, listen, great coaches win in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Great coaches can win round 1 in the playoffs. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's the one. That's, yeah, I've heard that team is Demon. But, barring that matchup, I think anything's possible. Alright, Chestnutless Mars. The people say it's never been done. By me, at least. Alright, let's do it. One of 4 commanders, Mars. Alright. This is basically the champ fight for this run. You're kind of right, Knack. Burrito tends to pull some shit out of his ass, you know what I'm saying? Alright, Mars. Caesar, Tony Romo. Let's ride. Alright, I'm going after Skarmory. I'm trying to take this thing out as quickly as possible. I only want it setting up one of Tailwind or Stealth Rock. I also just don't have a lot of true counters to it. And so the only way... that's annoying. That's fine. That could make things awkward, I guess. We'll see. Yeah. The concern I have now is that Hippo has fast Yawn. So I either have to predict which one it's going into and then attack with the other. Or we could just crit this too. That'd be really fun. That'd actually be really fun. Wasn't meant to be. Yeah. Alright, so the concern now is that because Tailwind's up, we could have both Ironhead flinches on the board. And then also Hippo Yawn is fast. I think I have to double target the Skarmory, which is really annoying because if I get both attacks off, then we KO Hippo, which is... I don't know how bad that is necessarily. But let me get Purugly and some demon instead of Purugly and Hippo. But I think we just got to go for it. Unfortunately. Can I Aqua Jet there? No, I can't Aqua Jet. Unfortunate. Alright. I went for Pluck. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, I still outspeed the Hippo and Tailwind. Okay, Sea King does not, though. Okay, that might be a throw, actually. I just assumed for no reason. I used EQ. Alright. You know what? Getting rid of Hippo is fine. It's pretty decent. Caesar is getting low anyways. We could maybe get a double target into Caesar depending on who switches in, so that could be interesting. Alright. 2 down, though. 2 down. 2 down. Alright. I know Purugly's coming in. After Purugly, that's going to be the big question. I'm going to guess Soul Rock? Yeah. Okay. So, let's assess the situation here. Purugly sees kill into Sea King with return, and only return. Doesn't see any KOs into Mr. Mime. So Mr. Mime's good on that side. Mr. Mime also is a really good wall for Soul Rock in general. Soul Rock could go Light Screen here, which would actually be really nice. I think, though, we're going to see return from Purugly. On the return, it would behoove me to go right to Wormadam Trash. And then with Mr. Mime, I gotta turn to attack here. I'm gonna go after Purugly, because Purugly's the bigger demon. It's a tough call, low-key, because Seismic Toss is a little bit more damage guaranteed compared to a Mineral, but no, I'm going to go for Confusion. We're going to proc a little Confusion action. All right. Send that. I feel like we're in a decent spot here. I kind of like this spot for me. Yep, there's the return. Doesn't do that much. Perfect. I'm not using any special attackers, so that does not concern me whatsoever. All right, show me Confusion. Damn. Okay. That did like nothing. I'm actually a little confused at how that did so little. On the low. Oh, light screen. Light screen's up. I should have Seismic Tossed. That's fine. Oh, let me type this down. Okay. Gotta keep track of that. So, now on this turn, we can do big damage to Soul Rock here with Wormadam, which I think is the play because we'll heal back up to full. And with Tony Romo, we might see Rock Slide here. I'm certainly worried about return into Tony Romo, that's for sure. The combination of return and Rock Slide is concerning. This could be a Sandslash pivot situation. I feel like that might not be bad. It wouldn't be amazing, but I feel like it wouldn't be bad. Or we could just risk... I don't think risking it here is... Because I think we're just dead to that combination that I mentioned. Alright, let's... So at 46 HP, Perugly Return does 27 to 33. Soul Rock, I think it's going Rock Slide. It's gonna do 15. So yeah, we're just like... We're dead to rolls plus sand. 100%. Right? So... We gotta switch you out. I'll go Sandslash. Actually, hold on a second. I gotta get rid of the... I like the HP bars. Okay. Let's go Sandslash. Sandslash might be in some danger next turn too, but I don't think quite as much. Yeah. Okay, little Rough Skin. Yep, there's the Rock Slide. Okay, we wake up. Bang. All right, huge. Yeah, Soul Rock has, like I said before, Bright Powder, which means it's not a guarantee that we hit that. And now we heal back to full. All right. So we're going to take out Soul Rock this turn. Obviously, we'll be slower. And then we have Sandslash here. This is a really interesting turn for Sandslash. This is a really interesting turn for Sandslash, low-key. Because on the one hand, we do have the Quick Claw, which means we could attack the Soul Rock and try to get out ahead of it. Realistically, those Soul Rocks attacking us here. We're just dead to return crit, and we just have to be okay with that fact. Let's see, return max does 28. Zen Headbutt max is 18. So we actually, unless we get crit, we're fine with Sandslash. And Soul Rock is not even guaranteed to target Sandslash with Zen Headbutt, so I think we're in a good spot. In terms of which attack we use into the Perugly, it's between Drill Run and Rock Smash. I think they're both basically the same. Rock Smash, oh no, Rock Smash is 50%. Oh yeah, we go Drill Run. I'm going to try to take out the Soul Rock here. Again, try because of Bright Powder. And then... Also, Perugly could just end up targeting Wormadam. 50-50. Okay. Tough one. No crit, please. Hit the little Rough Skin. Perfect. Okay, that's absolutely beautiful. All right. Hit that. Loki, maybe I should. Okay. Let's go, baby. Big crit, actually. Massive crit. All right, we just did a second double KO if we hit this. Bang. Oh, baby. Okay, baby. That felt good. That felt good. All right, it's Gligar, Gabite. We got, what, 2 fully healthy Mons in the back, plus Wormadam in a great spot. Yeah, we're feeling good. We're feeling real good. Okay. So the Gabite has Fire Fang, which I don't think is going to CKO. It does CKO into Wormadam, but this is going to sound really funny. I remember when they were doing the stream before the game released, and we did this fight. We had Munnet leading the charge with the commands, and the Gabite protected over taking the KO with Fire Fang on the Wormadam, which is really interesting. I couldn't really explain it to you, but the Sand Slash is also drawing in KOs here. Gligar sees KO. Actually, the Gligar doesn't see KOs, which is really dangerous. Actually, incredibly dangerous. We're 1 HP too high. I mean, there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. So it's probably going to Swords Dance, which is incredibly scary. Gabite sees KO into Sand Slash with Dragon Claw, EQ. I have to protect here. Then I have to switch you out. Really scary moment here. I think it has to be Furret. I think it has to be Furret. Unfortunately, has to be Furret. Yeah, this Gligar's going to get Swords Dance up, and it's going to become an absolute demon, and there's not going to be a whole ton I can do. But we could get lucky. Let's see. Alright. We're sending Furret here. Unfortunately, the fact that the Gabite sees kill on Wormadam means I can't... I have to protect there. Fire Fang into Wormadam, and we're feeling real good. Gligar's going to set up Swords Dance. It just is. It's not even like a... Okay, that's a W pull. That's a W pull. Swords Dance? Yeah. That's really, really, really tough. Okay. So, on the bright side, I can actually KO the Gabite, but only if it doesn't protect. Which, I'm pretty sure it's gonna protect. Is the problem. Gligar at +2. EQ into Furret does 52 damage, we lose Furret. I could go for the Slam into Gligar. Maybe I should have double switched there to get Seaking in, because then I could at least just take out the Gligar. Yeah. I'm not concerned about Wormadam. Well, we're in real trouble here, low-key. We're in real trouble. Mr. Mime in. I have to slam into Gligar, but Furret's just straight up dead, is the problem. And Wormadam is dead to Fire Fang still. Didn't use it last time because it saw the KO. Fuck. It's not good. The slam into Gabite is not... it's not good enough. If, at the very least, if I slam into Gligar and the Gabite but I don't think it's tough because on the one hand, I don't think the Gabite should protect, but I think it could. You know what I mean? Which puts me in a precarious position. The Wormadam is an easy switch. Easy switch if I know it's going to Fire Fang. I still have to get rid of the Gligar, though, at the end of the day. You know? And the Gligar's at +2, which means I have to damage it. Alright. But I know EQ is incoming, and it kills everybody. It doesn't actually kill Tony Romo. But we get Fire Fang there. I can't go to Muck. Muck gets destroyed by that. I'm going to go Tony Romo. Alright, crit or... it's also Sandvale. Crit or para into full para, and we're fine. Everything else is bad. Oh, so bad. But I think we're losing Ferret here. I think we might be losing Mr. Mime. I might reset at that point, because we can't really afford any more casualties. But we'll see. Dude, Ferret's so good, but I can't get out of this fight if I switch out Ferret here. I should have gone Sea King in for... I should have gone Sea King in for Wormadam. Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, did go for the Fire Fang, so that was the right call. Let's go. Oh, baby. Oh, my God. Oh. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. Oh, my God. Okay. We're not out of it, but we're pretty much out of it. So, because I still have to hit the Gligar, and it has Sandvale. So, Mr. Mime is faster than Gabite, who also has Sandvale. But I think we're dead to... Well, hold on. I could go slam into Gabite here, and because the Gligar's paralyzed, I can hit it with Seismic Toss and take it out with Tony Romo. They both have Sandvale, though, so both of these attacks could miss. I will say, Mr. Mime is faster than Ferret, so I could double target the Gligar with Seismic Toss and Slam. That way, if I miss the Seismic Toss, I still have the second chance at Slam. Gabite's not even guaranteed to kill Tony Romo, but I think with Sand, it does. But I have to take my shot here. I have to take my shot. Alright, we go Seismic Toss into Gligar. We also go Slam into Gligar to give us a second shot. Okay. That's perfect, actually. That works for me. That works beautifully. Absolute cinema. That's crazy. We're moving on, I think. We gotta hit this Gabite next turn. Interesting that it protected there. I think it saw a kill with Dragon Claw on Mr. Mime, the high roll. Because I thought I had 27 HP. But man, I'm not gonna complain. Ferret is in danger if I miss, but should be fine. I'm gonna go back to Wormadam here. Slam Okos, by the way. So this is just not gonna be Fire Fang. Okay, please mate to Worm. Okay. That's fine, because we can protect with Worm. We can take another shot. It might protect. 37. High roll of Dragon Claw. Max roll of Dragon Claw does CKO into Scorsese here. So this might be 50-50. But I think that's why I protect. Please. You're kidding. You're kidding. Okay, okay. Fine, fine, fine. All right, we've missed 2 in a row. I mean, it's fine. Like, we got lucky earlier. This is a Jabba situation for sure. I think, yeah, it's a Jabba situation. Please, Scorsese, please. 3rd time's the charm. Unless it protects, but thank God. Okay. Oh, baby. That, I should have at least lost Furret and Mr. Mime. But, we're through. Somehow. Somehow we're through. Okay. That was nuts. That was nuts. Alright. Alright, well, we're moving on. Look at that. That was nuts. That was crazy. I didn't see that coming. Alright. Alright, let's save up. That was something else. But we're through. Yeah, I did throw at one point that fight. I did throw. There was a line there where I, barring Sandvale misses, would make it through with just Sea King death. That was a much higher probability. But you know what? We'll absolutely take that. I'm taking a screenshot of that. All right. Cinema. Team Galactic is cleared out. So that means we can head to Route 205. Little looker cutscene. So 205 is a very interesting encounter spot, I think. If nothing else, but because of the fact that there's a honey tree, there's grass, and I already delayed. I could have fished earlier, but I didn't. I am sort of thinking it's just a wait until I need the encounter type of spot, maybe. But I also if you take one look at the EXP for the squad, it's a little dubious. So I am sort of thinking maybe I do need to just, anyways, take the encounter. All right. All right. So, oh yeah, Route 205. So Route 205. So we have the grass. And I notably have Bidoof. Oh, but there's so many Lanoon chances here, low key. It's because it's nighttime. It's because it's nighttime. We lose the Nidos. I don't have the ability to just change that. There is a honey tree. I don't think we ever take this honey tree at this point. I know we have a lot of the global table duped out, so we could get one of these. I don't think any of these mons are particularly special. It's 7:59 p.m. So I think that means that's nighttime. It like just passed into nighttime. If I yeah. That's tough. Because there's no way I'm rolling this with the Zigzagoons. I want to roll with the Nidos. I don't know what we do about that. Other than go live at like it might be a like go live for but the invitational's tomorrow. No, you know what? I think that's as simple as just go live on Monday. Just go live before, because I just have to be in this table. I just can't be in the night table. That's fine. All right. Well, we're moving on. Yeah. So we're gonna. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna need these Pokemon to get through the rest of the route here at least, but we'll see. All right. I haven't looked at all at these next trainers, so we're gonna be doing that together. All right, back to singles. This is a beautiful thing. All right, Camper Jacob. So Camper Jacob leads with a self-destruct C-Dot. Butterfree got this one? No. Why would it? I obviously do want to be weary. There we go. Oh, it's got Quick Claw. Fuck. All right, Wormadam, you're in. I obviously do want to be weary of EXP, right? We do have quite a few fights to go here in this split. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fights before we even get to Eterna Forest. And then in Eterna Forest, that's a whole thing. That won't be tonight anyways, I don't think. It could be, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, unfortunately the C-Dot just straight up has to be Wormadam because of Quick Claw. I'm not about to risk that. Yeah, I mean that would just be beyond foolish to risk. Okay. I could split the EXP fairly reasonably though with Wormadam, just by leading with a Mon who, yeah. I mean, how likely is Quick Claw Self Destruct? Really unlikely, but let me outspeed. Okay, with Leech Life, Wormadam baits Ponyta. Only super effective move on the team. Flame Wheel. I think we maybe get Prinplup active on this one because Prinplup's lower level. Yeah. We could be a little susceptible, I guess, to Flame Wheel Burn. 10% chance. I think Stomp. Why would this be double kick over Stomp? That's the question. Let's go Sand Slash. I'll just try Prinplup, right? We'll go Seaking. Yeah, it's about to be level 26. 627. I mean, it's a little. It might start to get a little dubious at a certain point, but any super effective moves? No, so it becomes a phase 2 situation. I can't imagine this wouldn't be Nidorino though, so yeah. All right, so Nidorino comes in against Seaking. We honestly have a pretty good matchup. I mean, this is another fantastic Wormadam matchup. Um, if Muck was faster, Muck would be really good. Fanpy. Yeah. I mean, we might end up leading with Geodude, which can make for an interesting pivot situation here. Okay, and then Seal. So here's where like Natural Gift could be really interesting, right? So so if you look at the berries we have, and then is there so the best berry we could use here would be like a grass berry or something. Fang. So the highest level of berry we have is Bellew, which would be an electric 80 base power move, which to me seems really good here, right? So yeah, that's really good. Okay. And then as a backup, we need somebody. It's probably Muck. And both Muck and Furt are accumulating. I feel like I'm gonna use Furt more as like a sweeper, so such a good song. All right. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. All right, yeah, so Route 205. So yeah, we've got to be careful of the grass. I just want to make sure that yeah, okay. We're fine to just lead with the Geodude. Okay. Okay. We're gonna Probably slow it down, but I'll keep on the... Uh, all right. Alright, so the whole goal here is just to split a little EXP, which might be overkill, might not be necessary, but we do have quite a number of fights to go before reaching Eterna, and I think the more we can do to prevent shenanigans like that from happening, the better. Cool. So this will bait in Ponyta. I probably should have just raised Seeking to level 26, honestly. It's like 17 points away from leveling up, but... Alright, so the incoming move here will be Flame Wheel. Loki, I could pivot through Geodude here, but I don't think it's worth it. Let's go right to Caestus. Okay, 10% burn chance. I went with Seeking over Prinplup in this matchup just because the matchup is safer for Seeking. Okay. Prinplup would have been worried about burn, would have been worried about flinches. Seeking just is bulkier. Okay. Incoming on phase 2 into Nidorino after the level up. I am dead to Poison Jab crit here, so I'm not going to risk that because I don't have to. This is instead going to be a pivot through Geodude to get to Phanpy on Water Pulse. Yep. Wormadam also would have been really good in this matchup. Wormadam just doesn't really have the offense that's necessary to win it. With Phanpy here, we are going to be mildly worried about repeated stomp flinches, but once we get off one Bulldoze, we'll be okay. Yeah, it didn't even go for stomp anyways. Went for the high crit move. Nice. Okay, now we're faster. Iguodala, getting it done. All right, and then Seal's last up. This is going to be Ice Beam. I am obviously dead to crit. On the Ice Beam, I'm actually, yeah, I'll pivot through Wormadam because why not, I guess. No, it's just honestly. We're not gonna get frozen here. If we do, we have to just ball out. Oh. Huh. I didn't really see that coming, but all right, here's some tech. Little natural gift action. I don't think I've ever seen that animation. That's a beautiful thing. Nice. All right, lovely. This kill, I don't really know. It doesn't really matter. I don't think Aerial Ace... I think Aerial Ace could kill. Aqua Cutter has the crit chance. We'll just send this. Sure. Doesn't matter at all. Okay, beautiful. Keep on pushing. Alright. Really dampened your spirits. I'm sorry to hear that. low-key what I'm going to do since I'm here. Just because it's unlimited berries. Having these unlimited berries is actually like it makes the natural gift, because I one of the things I was worried about with Natty Gift, because I heard that people were using it. I was like, I don't really get that. You don't have a ton of berries, but I didn't realize you got these berries infinitely, and getting these berries infinitely does just change the game. All right, I think we have, yeah, 50. I think that's enough. I think that's more than there are fights in the game. So across the board now. All right. So next up, Hiker Daniel. Okay. So it's Flame Orb. It has Fake Out. It's annoying. So I think the you just have to assume that the Makuhita is gonna have guts, basically. Um, what about Delcatty? Delcatty Fake Out into Sleep Talk is really funny to have on this. Delcatty Fake Out into Force Palm slash Facade. I doubt I have any Mons. Sea King's level 26 now, but it still doesn't quite get the job done. I bet Sand Slash actually kind of cooks here, yeah. Um, yeah, I think Sand Slash really cooks here. The thing about obviously healthy fake, like, yeah. All right, let's see. Oh, there is an arena. I didn't realize that. The arena, all the mons in the back have pursuit. Ooh, okay. This fight maybe is more demon than meets the eye. Um, I mean, Sand Slash taking one facade is not terrible. You know what I mean? We've seen worse. This might just end up. I think this just is a ferret. Just hit the button. There are no super effective moves, which does mean it ends up being Geodude for phase 2, which I don't have anything for. But I think Wormadam. Eh. It's also sashed. You think, Knack? You think? I don't know. Fur it might be. I basically almost threw, but I hit a slam 30% para into the full para on a Swords Danced Gligar who was going to kill Furret and probably Mr. Mime. So, absolute cinema. It was beautiful. I thought I was cooked. I thought I was doing great, and then I realized, ah, crap, I'm cooked because the Gligar came in and saw 1 HP less than it needed to do against the Sand Slash to see kill. I was like, crap, it's Swords Dance, and I forgot it could do that. But hey, a win is a win. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Yeah, I think for the Geodude, like, I don't know, it's annoying because of it has the self destruct, but how often is it really gonna click it? You know? Um, is there any other way I can play this? The Sand Slash line I hated too, though, because the Sand Slash line you end up in the same spot where the Geodude's coming in. Actually, I guess see what time this Red Sox game is. They're appointment viewing at this point. 9:10. Okay, so a little under an hour. I'll probably go until the Red Sox game, maybe a little later, and just throw the stream on for myself. I mean, this is just a bad idea all around because we get pursuit trapped. All right, so we're gonna do the Furret kill, right? I think self-destruct is incredibly unlikely. I think that's really just what it is. EQ doing a lot here still. I just don't like this matchup all the way around. I only have one ground resistor immunity outside of I have Nuzleaf and I have Butterfree. That's it. I mean, this could be Sand Slash. It's not bad. But then we get Arena trapped. But I think honestly, am I that worried about that? Drill Run plus we take 2 EQs in total. This comes in. We're arena trapped, but I don't think EQ will see a KO unless I've been crit at some point. You know? And otherwise we just take the KO. That's where like you'd want to have Sea King in here. You know? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go Delcatty here. We'll fake out so we do very little damage, so it's unlikely to boom. Then go Sand Slash so we don't take the second EQ. Or we could do that with Ceasus. Because we could, yeah, hold on. Next Oko with Aqua Jet after Sash Break, and then Aqua Jet the Dugtrio for the Oko. All right, beautiful. That's what I'm saying, Jomi. That's what the people were saying. Hilarious Mars. I got incredibly lucky. If you want to ever check out the VOD, you're looking for when Gligar and Gabite hit the field. If you ever want to check it out after stream or something. But how are you doing, Jomi? It's good to see you. Um. Oh, she got back from VGC local. How did that go? I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Having a good Saturday. How did the VGC local go? It's pretty sick. All right, Furret, Delcatty, Seeking, Fanpy. Undefeated, didn't lose a single game, but somehow got second on some technicality. What type of technicality? Was it like the scoring or something? Like I assume it was the scoring, right? Damn. Well, congrats on going undefeated. That's huge. It's big time stuff. No idea, honestly. Well, for some reason, 250 people didn't play the last round, so it messed up the damn computer, man. That's tough. Well, all right. Sorry to hear that you came in second, even though you went undefeated, which is bullshit. But congrats on going undefeated. That's huge. Love to hear it. I think I'm gonna keep on the Mario Kart music for this fight. I'm kind of vibing with it. All right, Hiker Daniel. I think we should get to Eterna in one piece for sure. Eterna Forest is tough though. Eterna Forest, not the city necessarily. Yep, there's the fake out. Guts comes online. Ooh, this has no priority though. Hell yeah, that really is all that matters, right? Like you went out, you dominated. Like you literally could not have done anything more to come in first place, you know? Like you controlled what you could control. And that's big. All right, we're gonna go Delcatty here. This is the only scary part of the fight, actually. I'm gonna put on in-game music. Okay. We're gonna fake out to break Sash. And now, on what I think will be EQ again, we go Caestus. What was the squad, Jomi, you brought? Okay. If it boomed there, that would have been tough. I would not have necessarily always been dead, but I would have been dead like at least a quarter of the time, I think. Alright, so now we get Arena Trap Diglett, but it doesn't matter because we have Aqua Jet. And Diglett is not Doug Trio, and also just doesn't have crazy attack, so we're good. Alright, and then we have Spearow last up. I could take out the Spearow with Caesar's 100%, but I'm really trying to play EXP splitting, so. Mega Raichu, Mimikyu, Milotic, Alolan, Ninetales, Incineroar, Sinistcha. That's a fire squad. That's sick. I love all those Pokemon. I think we just go right to Fan P. I don't think there's any reason to mess around. The other mons are high on EXP as well anyways, so. Iguodala. No berries. W game design. Alright. Beautiful. I don't think any of these fights are really going to be that hard on Route 205, to be honest. I did, unfortunately, I really wanted to grab my 205 encounter, but I need the daytime table or the morning table. I can't do the nighttime table or else there's a 20% Zigzagoon chance. And the clock, when I was ready for that encounter, was 7:59, so I didn't have time to get the encounter. But, whenever I'm live next, I'll just make sure to go live before 8 o'clock. So I'm planning to go live at least on Monday. I can change the clock. I just don't want to deal with the headache of it. That's really all it is. And I think I can get through these fights without the encounter. If I get to one of these fights and I'm like, I need the encounter, I'll just end stream and go watch the Red Sox. So, but yeah, I know that there's a way to change the clock. There's like a run as date thing. There's something where you can there's like a movie feature or something that you can do in Desmame. Sorry, I mean my official DS. I know there's also another emulator that you can use, but apparently it's like low-key banned on the Hoff sheet. I don't know. I just don't want to deal with the headache, and I don't need to, so I'm not going to. Yeah, okay, so the win streak ended at 15, but since then, they are, after that loss, they're 4-1. So I think they went 21-4 in July, which is the best record for a single month in franchise history, which is crazy for a team that's been around for like 125 years. So we're cooking. We beat Nakalai's Dodgers in LA last night, hoping to do it again this evening. But yeah, team's cooking right now. Yeah, they did. We swept them. Big 4-game sweep. Yeah, that was awesome. I like it's the most improbable thing I think I've ever seen. Certainly in like Red Sox history, my time as a fan. Going from like being on pace to be the second worst to worst team in team history, all the way to being like historically incredible it's just nuts. Oh, sorry, one second. I got a text here. It's so Red Sox. All right. All right. Let's see. What's Aroma Lady Elizabeth cooking with here? We got Skip Bloom, Sleep Powder, Leech Seed set, Substitute. Oy. All right. I actually don't think this will be that bad, to be honest. I think it literally just comes down to having some faster mons, like bang, you know? Tough one speed Beedrill moment. It might just be a take the KO with 640. See, that's just an EXP sync is the problem. Just like I can't let this sub and start setting up and all that. It's just it'll just get too annoying too quickly. I mean, like, am I gonna go all the way up to 26 on Beedrill? Probably not. So what's for? I don't like where for EXP is at right now. And then to gain 640 is just kind of crazy. But we might just have to do it. Because, yeah, you just don't want this to set up substitute, because then it just gets really annoying. Is bounce still a 2-turn move? I don't think it is. So I can't just go. Yeah, that's not surprising that it's been changed. So yeah, that rules out Nuzleaf. Hmm. I hate how much EXP this is gonna put onto my Furret is the pro. That's literally it. Be 900 away from 27. We're just like running out of fights we can use Furret on, and there are some really tough fights ahead. Um. But I also don't think this Pokemon is like super potent either. I think we might go Delcatty to start, because Delcatty is in a much better spot EXP wise, like significantly better spot. And then also like if it's I'm not, unless it hits the sleep powder. That's the only situation in which it gets annoying. Then we could just pivot anyways. Assuming we KO, I don't know. Let's see. Probably here. Yeah, Lotad. This is gonna be Brawn. Could also be Muck. Butterfree. Oh, let's go. Delfino Plaza. I fucking love Super Mario Sunshine's a great game. It's flawed, it's deeply flawed, but it's so much fun. Alright. Butterfree. There's just a lot of hacks on this team, which kind of sucks. And then of course you have the EXP behemoth in the back with Happini. Yo, Squirk. Thank you so much for the raid. Bang, welcome in everybody. How was PK this evening, Squirk? Saddest Shark, Camerupt, welcome in. It's got Sergio Leone. Let's go. Somehow past me. Yeah, you know what? I'm somehow past Valley Windworks, and I lost Chestnut to Rourke. So, it's not the you know it's about the player, not the game. I'm just running it because why not? Feel like it's just fun. But hell yeah, congrats on getting past Maylene. The I think like obviously the game is built around having the trade mons, but besides the trade mons, I feel like you can get cooking with pretty much anything as long as you got the skill, and the patience. But yeah, welcome in. We're on the march to Eterna Forest right now. No, actually, yeah, exactly. This right here, this is not the run. This is not the run. I should have wiped before, but I my ferret on Mars hit into a sword stanced up Gligar, hit slam 30% para into full para when ferret was dead. If it didn't hit both of those, so that was hilarious. Just having a good time at the end of the day. So it's fun. Ferret wanted it. It was absolute cinema. It was just one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, to be honest. Ferret's a demon of this. You just click slam and you just delete mon after mon after mon. So it's a good time. All right, we're gonna bring Brawn. We're gonna bring Muck. We're gonna get Beedrill online for this one for the Hapini, I think. We're gonna bring you. And I probably bring Ferret. Hell yeah! Thank you again for the raid. Enjoy dinner, and yeah, congrats again on getting past Maylene. All right. Let's see here. I don't think there's any delays with Beedrill at all, so I think we just go right up to 23. Bang. What's the moveset I actually want on this? I want Bug Bite, Poison Jab, String Shot, Assurance, I guess. Pin Missile probably stays. Over Fury Attack, certainly. Roar? No shot. There's no shot there's tech with that. And if there is, I'm not going to get to a point where that's going to matter. There we go. Goodbye Poison Sting. And then we get Assurance by String Shot. Okay. I think this team gets it done. This fight is just annoying because there's so much hacks, shenanigans. I'm gonna go one higher on you. Yeah. All right. We're gonna repel up. I think there's an item. Yeah. Okay. It's fine. We're through the grass. All right. I'll slow down to normal speed, but I'm gonna keep the Mario Kart music rocking. All right, we'll fake out. This Skiploom is a really annoying set. Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, Bounce, Substitute, with leftovers. End of the day, I'll just play it out with Aristocat, see what we can do. Nice. Okay, fine. That's a little annoying. It's a question of, do I want to switch or do I want to make sure that everybody else is fully healthy? Because obviously I can't sub at this point. I accidentally had light screen up in the calc. That's my bad. I probably could have changed the last couple fights. At a certain point, this could get back into. I'll try to wake up a couple times because, yeah, I'm just gonna accept that we're not doing anything the rest of the fight, and I can't get parried if I'm asleep. Bang. Let's go. All right. Hapini. All right. So the Hapini here is obviously really annoying. I'm going to get some damage off on it before switching. Quick attack's the most damage here. If I crit, I kill. The key thing with this is I just don't want to take too much EXP on somebody else. Perfect. Even if the soft boil's here, that's fine. We've already successfully split the EXP. Beezus. Yeah, none of the trainers on 205, just on a quick first look that crazy. The only concern is just, for me right now, it's EXP and making sure I don't miss something on one of these teams and accidentally throw, you know? But like on this fight right here, it's like there's a ton of hacks. You just got to play around it as much as you can or fight through it and split the EXP on the Happini for the love of God. All right. Butterfree. I'm dead to Gust crit here, even though I don't think it's going to click that. I think it's going to click Sleep Powder or Supersonic. Low-key, I might switch back into Delcatty. Yeah. Because Delcatty's already it's already paralyzed. So perfect. Okay, so now it can't Sleep Powder and it won't Supersonic again. It is probably going to U-turn, so I can prepare for the Lotad by going into Wormadam now. And then Wormadam is actually faster than the Lotad, which is really nice. Yeah. With U-turn, basically, if you don't resist it, it's very much likely to be used. So in like if you're in like an intense battle against U-turn, you want to use Pokemon who will resist it as much as possible just for the consistency. Baiting U-turn is extremely unreliable if there are other moves that also deal damage or do anything actually. All right, and then we got Butterfree. Again, it can U-turn as much as it wants now. It's probably not going to here. In fact, I'm going to HP Rock for some chippage. That's not surprising that I click Supersonic. We got a really good HP Rock Seed on this guy. It's cool. This is Charty Berry. All right, and then I want to split EXP here. Again, anytime I can split EXP on this route, I'm going to split EXP. Even though like this isn't a ton of EXP that I'm splitting, I still think it's valuable to split it. Fine. I probably should have switched through Aristocat there, but it's fine. Yeah, so U-turn, I think U-turn also gets boosted scores if it's the last Pokemon in the party, which is why it clicked it over Gust there. But yeah, now it clicks Gust. Otherwise, I would have put Beedrill back out here if I wasn't dead to crit. Sure. Let's go back to Aristocat. See if I can take the KO here. Just because we can't get put to sleep at least. And Hyper Voice kills. All right. Do we hit through? Nice. At any point there, I could have gone to like Muck, by the way. We were never in trouble. All right. Sweet. Okay. All right. Who's next? Picnicker Sienna. All right. Leads with Need Arena. I think, yeah, I had light screen on in the calc, which definitely impacted some of the previous fights. Like, yeah. Like, this is not surprising that, like, Mr. Mime's really good here. Sand Slash also really good. Doesn't quite KO. Lovely Kiss puts you to sleep. If I do remember correctly. Yeah. I certainly would prefer Sand Slash to Mr. Mime in this fight. Whoops. I think there's a path here, honestly, where I pre-poison Sand Slash just to play around the Lovely Kiss. I think that would be on the board. All right. And then Sand Slash is going to bait. All three mons in the back actually have super effective moves. Zero's normal type. It's going to be Spheal. All right, so Spheal, obviously really good. I feel like, sorry, looking at something else here. All right, bang. We got a good match here. All right, so Spheal, slash, well, it won't yawn because I'm, okay, so I think it's Bubble Beam slash maybe Ice Shard. I think we just go into a water type here. Then we just go Natty Gift. We go with that. Yeah. We go Natty Gift. Bogeyberry into Aerial Ace. Then we bait not to, only SE move. I think this is just, we at least start with Brawn. Because I don't think there's anything else that takes this combination. Oh, actually, that's what we do. Okay. I think we might go Delcatty first, and then if we get Confuse Raid, go into Wormadam, and then go back. And then we got Azurill. I mean, this just gets walled by any water type. No, it doesn't. Double Edge is kind of demon. Yo, what's up, Cambonius? How you doing? Welcome in. Playing a little PK. Solid, hell yeah. Can't complain. I feel the same way. This is actually kind of an annoying mon, isn't it? Low key. It's a double edge. This is Braun. Yeah, this is Braun. All right, so actually that means if this is going to be Braun, then we change it up for the Natu. What what other Anakin sound effects did you think it might be? Oh, something from Anakin versus Obi-Wan. Oh, yeah, that's fair. There's some banger lines in that entire scene. If you're not with me, then you're against me. So good. I fucking love that movie. I love Star Wars in general, but Revenge of the Sith. It's like I feel like Revenge of the Sith is the most. Yeah, you underestimate my power. Don't try it. No, like that. I feel like that's the movie I have the most nostalgia for from when I was a kid. Like I watched that. Definitely seen that I've definitely seen that movie the most of all the Star Wars movies. 1,000%. Um, actually, Mr. Mom's really good there too. Okay. All right. So, oops. Sand / lead. Beatrix out on this one. Yeah, I don't think it's my favorite it is not my favorite Star Wars movie, but it's the one I think I have the most like. I like it more than how good it actually is. I think that's how I would say. That's how I would define it. All right. We're going to give you a little Belluberry, I think is the one. I'll double check that. Yeah. Okay, cool. And Quick Claw. Go here for Quick Claw. I think there's one of these where you can accidentally like proc a double battle, and I'm not trying to do that. So I thought about pre-poisoning this guy. I should do that. Actually, I think the way we got to do this is like this. Because it's going to use the poison move as we switch. Yeah. Cool. I'll just make sure to potion up. All right, potion up. Leading a group for an extracurricular thing in college last year. Senior orientation leader leads 3 to 4 new orientation leaders through orientation leader training for our team skit during training week. I directed an orientation themed parody of the Anakin versus Obi-Wan fight. That sounds like an absolute banger of a production. That's awesome. I love shit like that. That'd be so much fun. I think like any sort of like low budget parody skit that you ever get to do is just like one of the most fun things. Done a few in my life. All right. I think this is the first fight. I'm going to speed up through it. Okay. Spiel. Just bubble beam. Yeah, I don't know if I have like a true Star Wars movie ranking, but Revenge of the Sith is like cinema, absolute cinema. We're gonna hit the Natty Gift. Does Natty Gift, is this, do I two shot with Natty Gift into Aerial Ace? I sometimes do. I definitely do with that roll. It's HP fighting, not worried. Um, could have gotten Yond there, low key, but never punished. I keep saying it because I've been playing Mario Kart World music the last couple streams. What a banger of a soundtrack. Absolute banger of a soundtrack. All right, Natu. Does this Seek Hill? No. So this could be Confuse Ray. I'm still going Delcatty. Well, yeah, I go Delcatty first because if it attacks, then I just kill it. I think is the high EV play. But I think it's going to Confuse Ray. Oh, nice. Sweet. Okay, we just fake out into Hyper Voice. This has Magic Guard and a Life Orb. So Hyper Voice does not always KO, but yeah, the gameplay, I was definitely a little let down by it for sure. I remember like seeing the trailer for the first time though. That's like about the most excited I've been for a game in like a long time. Um, I think my biggest gripe with it is just like it's the fact that we're just like forced into the like intermission tracks is not my favorite thing. Um, like it's a cool novelty and it's a cool option to have, and I like the free roam as an option um, for just like when you just want to chill. But it's unfortunate that it didn't quite hit the same. Yeah, it did because I feel like eight deluxe still like looks incredible and plays incredible. You know, um, and so like there's a huge part of me that's just like, damn, we could have really leveled up from there, and we didn't. That just feels really disappointing. But it's still fun. Like I still have a fun time most of the time that I boot it up. I just don't boot it up as much as I or as often as I expected to. Oh, I suggest eight overworld. That's right. The thing is though, like playing with well, I guess if you're playing with friends, you can choose the tracks, right? Which lets gives you more thing. But it's just like yeah, like it's just so much. I feel like it's a quicker barrier of entry into Mario Kart 8 because you're just like, all right, let's fire it up. You got 96 tracks. Just pick a random one, let's go. Whereas I feel like Mario Kart World, it's like, well, you got the intermissions and stuff. But that said, like the peak of the tracks in World are like as good as I could have ever dreamed of. Yeah. Also, this theme is so fucking good. Yeah, so good. But yeah, no, I think I'm disappointed in it for sure though. But still, like I still have a fun time with it. It's just you're coming off of absolute peak with eight. All right, Camper Zachary. The Buizel Beautifly Centric Shinx. All right, so the Buizel. It's got some water moves to it for sure. Could I hit this up with Bellyberry again? Two-thirds chance to KO at level 25. It's not bad. I feel like Delcatty might take this. Yeah. And Delcatty's outspeeding. Any fighting moves? Yes, Shinx has one. But yeah, no, get like just playing free roam though, and just hearing all the music is so good. Like you're just like trying to chill for a little bit, it hits. Shinx, we just take this too. Okay, now we get phase 2. This I think is gonna be Beautifly. This is a bit of an annoying one because we don't take the KO here. I think we go Hyper Voice into Stun Spore slash U-turn slash Air Cutter. I probably want to use something else to KO this though, just for EXP splitting, if I can. I don't necessarily have great options. Like Muck's pretty good. Muck's too slow. Sea King's too slow because we're minus speed. Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime taking U-turn isn't my favorite thing. I mean, we might get paralyzed and have to switch. Muck in. And then we have Sentret, who is just secret power. And this is just follow me. I don't. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah. The follow me is actually kind of an alert like, hey, if you don't do this the right way, you're probably going to end up in the double battle, which makes sense. Um, okay. So we're going to go Delcatty lead. And now we got to take everybody else. What move do we want on this one? Pulling up the Bubblepedia for this every single time is going to be a little annoying. Maybe I should like add something to my docs for this. Do you have a rock type option or something? Maghost Berry or Kelpsy for fighting? Depends on what I think I'm going to use the Prinplup for, I guess. I mean, realistically, I'm only ever using it on the Sentret. So I think I'd want fighting Kelpsy. I don't even KO though. I don't know. Sure. I think we should be good though. Yeah. So if you don't talk to him from down here, you could accidentally trigger a double battle, which is not the move. So, all right. I don't even think I need fake out for this. I do not. Okay. Whew. I'm trying to think. I want to say there's like 3 battles and then a boss in Eterna Forest. I haven't played this game pretty much at all, so I don't really know. But there's 3 more fights on this route. I would ideally like to get through them all tonight. And then I might stream tomorrow. Oh, went Centric first. Perfectly fine. I could just take the KO on this. It's not that much EXP. I think it would save me the headache. Yeah. I'll switch just so I can split some experience. Okay. All right. All right. Hiker Nicholas. All right. Cubone, I imagine, is just like friend flip fodder. It's probably got some physical bulk to it, actually. It does. We don't care. Okay. So we go Sea King because that doesn't matter if we go Sea King. Um, Actually, kind of crazy that this doesn't kill. Maybe I don't know. Cubone. Huh, I don't know. Okay. No super effective moves, which means Gulpin, phase 2, self destruct. Doesn't even KO with this. Okay. Yeah. Oko with drill run. Payback. Oops. Or if the target switches out or moves before the user. So I guess we could be taking double damage, but it doesn't really matter. Okay. Take that with Sand Slash. It's a phase 2 situation. I'm gonna guess Munchlax's Facade. Yeah. It's Guts with leftovers though, so. But that's not even that much EXP. We want to. So Curse is gonna start to get annoying. Um. Yeah. And then that's where the Guts comes in. If you try to Toxic it. How do you want to do this? Because it's probably gonna drill run. I'll drill run and then it will curse up, and then drill run's not gonna KO the next one. It could be, yeah, I think it's just a switch right to fur at angle. No way Facade's over Curse here. Then we have Hoot Hoot. Fur beats this, but I think a lot of things beat this. Okay. All right. Cool. Got the team. Quick Claw. I think here. %2.84% chance. Maybe. All right. I think that might be a little high, to be honest. All right. Let's lock. All right, outspeed dive KO. That's fine. Yeah, the only problematic Pokemon on this fight is really just the Munchlax. Crit didn't matter. All right, Gulpin. Yeah. I forgot that Swallow. Yeah. I forgot that Swallow was that in this game. But I also knew it did no damage. And it was poison. Okay. Good EXP splitting there too. All right. Okay, Hoot Hoot over. That's not bad actually for me. We got off a nice rock throw. And then probably get Hypnosis. And then I can just go to Furret. Would have liked to have seen Hypnosis there. Yeah, I really would have liked to have seen Hypnosis there. End of the day, if I get Hypnosis, it's not going to take me out. I will unfortunately be taking all of the Munchlax EXP with Furret, but it's fine. Cool. Yeah, this just plays around curse getting annoying, so I feel like I may as well. It's 50-50 for this to KO. No way Sadon Raphael already hit a home run. Okay. Save up. All right. Two more fights? Two more fights. Oops. Picnicker. Corinna. Surely, Mr. Mime. It's your time to shine. Probably. 87.5. Are you kidding me, man? I can't just go Sandslash because of Intim. Or can I? Yeah, I still can. But I'm slower. That's fine. I can just like pre-poison. Or I could just hit the range. I think it's a hit the range type of situation, honestly. And then just run like pre-poison to get rid of Swallow. We got to be very careful on this one, low key, because this guy in the back. Although, if we have Wormadam, surely. Maybe it says a Furret. Okay. Furret lead. Oko with Slam through Intimidate. Teddy Ursa. Only a C move. I do not KO. So I will be healthy on turn 1. Cross chop. I probably just want to be low enough to bait cross chop instead of seeing the bulk up. Oh. Actually, here's what I do. Well, no, because I need the fake out there. It's actually kind of annoying. What's up, Ziva? See, I think you're the legend that has returned. That's my take. How are you doing? It's great to see you. I'm doing great. I'm happy. I'm really happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back. It's. I've been liking PK so far. I've been liking it. But I'm also like so early into it that it's hard to say how that will progress. Because I know a lot of people have played it, and then in the end, it didn't end up really being their favorite thing. But at the end of the day, I'm happy to be here. You know, I'm happy with it. I'm a Sinnoh kid, so I'm always gonna like this ultimately. All right, I don't like how this fight actually does end up kind of being annoying for me. I won't lie. So much, so much EXP. So we're gonna be closing on level 27, going into the forest. I don't like that at all for me. But I don't really have anything else that is taking this. Yeah, the only other option is Delcatty, but we need the fake out first, and that's not going to happen. Then Beedrill's not powerful enough. Seeking's not quite powerful enough. And again, you just look at the rest of the team, like we're just getting totally destroyed by every move here. I think it has to. I think we have to go with the Ferret play. But again, then we're just like we're right there at level 27 with Ferret already, which is a little suspect. Um, yeah, if I have Sand/In, right, then it's like then it's fine because that's the other option. But for that to happen, yeah, I can't be -1. I gotta KO this with Sandslash. How do we do this? So we can just switch into Sandslash. We can be pre-poisoned to prevent burn. So we can lead with um, Wormadam. Okay. Wormadam lead. Fire Fang / Glare into pre-poisoned Sandslash. Outspeed. No, okay. That's actually, I'm too slow. Did not think about that part of it. And also, this doesn't even bait out Teddiursa. This is all messed up. Do I? Hey. Yeah. This fight's a low key kind of annoying. Oh, you're also too slow. You're too slow, but you do beat this. But then you bait Zigzag. Nah, you bait Spoink actually, which is not a bad mon to bait. Problem with you is I can't like you're gonna get paralyzed. There's nothing I can do to stop that. Plus citrus berry, like certainly not an ideal situation. Yeah, that E speed being boosted to 100 base power is really the killer here. Although actually no, this looks like Iron Tail. Okay, we might actually be fine. All right, so Iron Tail means Spoink. Pretty sure, at least. Yeah. And here would be, this thing's so frail. I mean, is this just brawn? Could get bounced, but the problem with this is then no, we would actually bait Teddy Ursa in. This is a really tough needle to thread here. Very tough needle to thread. Because now on the phase 2, we're getting Zigzagoon. That's the problem. We're getting phase 2 Zigzagoon now. When this is at +6, it's just GG's. Besides Braun, nobody's taking that. This is why like having Furret out there's a genuine W. Like this is a Furret sweep fight for sure. The other option is just to have somebody out when Zigzagoon comes out, who Okos. Right, so like if you have Delcatty out when Zigzagoon comes in, oh, okay, wait, that's the answer then. Okay. So start by chipping with Mr. Mime S-Toss, and then oh, but no, then Delcatty baits out Teddy Ursa because it's a normal type, and then we get cooked by that. This fight's low key really tough to thread the needle on. It is very tough to thread this needle. Because you need the chip. Yeah, no. There really is just not a good path through this fight. I mean, the Furret play works. The Furret play works, and then we could just go Delcatty for the back half. Like, we have that option available to us, and I think we got to take it, in all honesty. Okay. Delcatty and Delcatty Hyper Voice into Quick Attack. It's a good play. It's objectively a good play. Okay, I think I might call it there. Good 3-hour stream. Because I want to at least like take some more looks at that fight, and then if that fight's that hard, I imagine the one right after might be a little tricky as well. And then I'll be back. I don't think I'm going to stream tomorrow because I'm seeing Spider-Man in the morning, and then we got the Invitational in the afternoon. But I should be back Monday. So Monday we'll grab our 205 encounter, finish off these couple fights, get into Eterna Forest. I don't know how far into Eterna Forest we will get. Depends on how long I stream. Take it from there. We are going to raid out, and we are going to raid into who? A couple different options. Okay. We're gonna raid into it's my guy Zeph. All right, guys. Appreciate everybody hanging out tonight. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time. We'll be back potentially tomorrow. Worst case scenario, we'll be uh back on Monday night. Hell yeah, guys. Appreciate you guys coming out. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more. Like 3 to 4 times a week minimum moving forward here. Because I cleared out a lot of work. I'm not nearly. I have cleared out all the work I'm doing for everybody else. So I'm focusing on my own streams, my own videos again. So hell yeah. All right, we're gonna raid into Zeph. Have a great night, everybody, and I will see you next time. Peace out.